Okay, guys, so I'm going back through my book. Like, I'll be writing notes and stuff in this book. And so, this is what I want to talk about right here. This is directed towards my black people and just people in general if you come from property. But I had channeled this message, though this was some months back, but it was talking about projects. And I feel like black people are projects. They put you in a project to be a project. And what I mean by that is my daughters. And right now I see on the screen Paradigm. So yeah, I'm about to shift y'all Paradigm really fast. So what I mean is that I see the projects as an amusement park. Or should I say not amusement park, but like a jungle gym. And as you go through the obstacle courses, there are prizes and there are levels for you to ascend to, pretty much. And so when you're going through this obstacle course, which is the projects, so to speak, you will eventually get to the end. And by the time you get to the end, you might be 18 or 21, or your end could come sooner, whatever it is, because if you live long enough, you have seen the detriment of the projects. And if you're not very closely guarded with your children, they can become a statistic of the projects. And so I feel like the projects is a place to put people who have a lower income bracket, but also it was created to create projects, which is people, so to speak. And so my take on it is that if you want to grow beyond the projects, if you want to shift your paradigm beyond the projects, because you could see people who are like 50 and 60 and they still have a project mindset. And me, I'm like I'm not a boxy person. So I would almost be like this person who is, excuse me, I would almost be like that bad kid, and I'll be climbing up that wall and I'll be looking over the wall to try to see what's out there because that's just who I am. So that's the message that I channeled. And I feel like we need to see things for what they are and not be sheeply guided. Because if you ever see how they guide sheeps, you would be disgusted. Because how would I say this? Because this is all coming free based off the top of my head. Just from me just reading my notes, what I wrote down, and then I'm going to freebase it. So if you look at the system, the system of it, of the herding sheep, and then the way that they project how they herd people, is almost in the same. So a lot of times we don't compare the two together because we're like, we're not animals. Da, 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 da. Oh, darling, I'm sorry to give you a reality check, but people see the system of animals and they incorporate them into how they treat people. And so a way to get out of that is to feed your spirit and your soul with words. And God says that we should have faith. And I feel like it's so important to have faith. But faith is not alive without works. You can wish something into the sky, don't mean it's gonna fall out. We've seen that time and time again because that's what they have given us with religion. Religion has given us this thing to be hopeful for, and it's not really, I don't know, it's something different, but it's not the path that I want to walk on. So don't damn me now, because I love the Lord. He loved me too. Excuse me. He loves me too. But I'm not on that following thing. I'm just not on that thing right now. I'm one of those outsider people. You know, I'm not the person who has that cognitive dissonance mindset. That's just not me. So yeah, I just wanted to say that you know, I wanted to give you guys the perspective of a projects to me. You know, there's so many of them here in America, and we have been thrown into them. And I'm not speaking against people who are on lower incomes. I'm not bashing you for having to live there, but be mindful of what it is and why you're living there and how to get out of there, if that makes sense. So, till again, it's nothing but a lamb. There's a difference between a sheep and a lamb. So, yeah. If you guys like my content, please like and subscribe. Until again, I'll be back and be blessed. Bye.